Hi YouTube, so this is my first video. My name is Brianna. This was never supposed to be my first initial video coming to YouTube, but it is. So I used to live in Vegas, well, originally from California, moved to Vegas almost 2 years ago. My grandma got really sick and she needed an in-home support person to take care of her, so I chose to move back to take care of her. And on my 4th day back, she ended up passing away, so I chose to move back to Vegas. I wanted to move back to Vegas. I was happier out here, and being in California is just super sad and depressing. So my best friend, she had chose to move to Vegas because I was living out there, and so she came and stayed with me for 5 months. And towards that 5th month, I told her, I'm moving back to California. Unfortunately, I need to go take care of my grandma. So she ended up finally getting her own place, and she told me, if you want to come sooner, you can come, go ahead and start applying for jobs, and you can come stay with me until you find your spot. Okay, great. I applied for jobs, came out here for a week, did some interviews. I had about 10 good interviews. I ended up getting the job I wanted, 2 of them. So I am now a mental health technician at night, and in the daytime, I am a medical assistant working with a private doctor who works with ketamine for mental health and pain as well. So the weekend that I was coming out here, moving out here before I started the first job on Monday, she ghosted me, completely ghosted me, started ignoring me on TikTok, stopped picking up the phone, nothing. The last time I had talked to her was on Friday, and I told her, I got the job. She congratulated me. I told her that, if she needed anything, like help picking up her daughter from school or whatever, I can do it because I would be working overnights anyway. So I can pick her up from school if she wanted to pick up more hours or work, whatever. She said, okay, thank you. That was the last time I heard from her. She never picked back up the phone, ignored me. I'm sending her things on TikTok. We usually are sending each other TikToks 24/7, all day, all night. We're on the phone for 4 or 5 hours a day, just everything. She completely started ignoring me, but was still posting on Instagram. She just wasn't opening up nothing for me. So that left me with nowhere to go and already starting work. So now I'm currently in Vegas. I did start the daytime job. I just have nowhere to live or lay my head. Thankfully, by the grace of God, my mom was able to send me money for me to have somewhere to stay for this week. I start orientation for the new job next week. So I should be back into my own place by the beginning of February, but I just couldn't believe that a friend, we've been best friends since we were 14, would do something like that to me because, 1, we're best friends, and 2, when she was living with me, she never gave me any rent. She never offered any rent either. I never asked for any either. I'm cooking for her, cleaning up after her daughter, just helping make school lunches, just helping her in general, helped her enroll her daughter into school, just helped her with so much with moving out there, helping her get around, showing her different places. I never imagined her doing something like that to me. And it really sucks that a friend would do that to you, knowing that you have nowhere to go, but having no care for anything. She hasn't tried to reach out to me or anything. And then when I looked up, she's still just posting stuff, but not caring. And then people were telling me she was making posts as if somebody did something to her. If I did do something to her, I wouldn't know about it. she hasn't tried to talk to me, but it's okay. You know, I just keep praying and going day by day. So far, I've been doing okay. If I have to sleep in my car, I just have to sleep in my car, and that's just what it's gonna have to be until I start working at the second job. But today I am going to tour some apartments that I've been looking at because I got good paying jobs. It's just, had she not told me that I could stay with her, she offered, I would have stayed in California because I had a job out there, worked until I had the money to move into my own place out here, and then looked for jobs out here. I wouldn't have applied had she not offered for me to stay. So it's emotional. Like, I catch myself crying here and there because I'm already still grieving, and then just to kind of have to wake up in the morning not knowing if I'm gonna have somewhere to lay my head, and it's Las Vegas, so you have to be very careful. So it's a lot, and to not think about a friend doing that to you is it's a lot. But I'm just gonna make the best out of the situation no matter what. But with that being said, I am going to do another video, and it is going to be me touring some apartments in Las Vegas. So I'm just taking everything day by day by the grace of God. Like, yeah. I mean, I had a very nice house when I did live out here. But somebody already moved into it. So, and I was gone from November, and it is now January. Because when my grandma passed away on the 24th of November, 2024, the funeral was December 12th. So I had to be out there to help my mom and uncle with all of that, and my children who are in California, they're finishing school out there. I don't want to put them in another school in the middle of the year, so they're just chilling with my mom and their cousins, because my nieces and nephews are always coming down like every weekend, so they like doing that. But school's gonna be out soon anyway, and then they'll be back with me. But I do fly out there, not every weekend, but every time my son has a basketball game or my daughter, her first middle school dance is coming up, yeah, I'm flying out there 24/8. So that's never a problem. But yeah, so you guys will come with me on my apartment tour. I hate that that is how I had to introduce myself to YouTube. That was never the initial plan, but just keep watching me on my journey to see where it goes. And yeah, I enjoyed living in Vegas for the 1.5 years that I did do it, almost 2 years. There's ups and downs, but that's everywhere. Like, I'm from California, the Bay Area to be exact, and yeah, it's so expensive out there. If you know, you know. If not, I will get into that in another video. But I'm going to get ready to do this apartment tour because I'm sitting on the outside of the apartment. So stay tuned. Okay, well, there's nobody in the office right now, so I'm gonna walk around and kind of see what I see, and then just connect the video of the actual apartment when it's time. I guess this is supposed to be like a seating area next to a school. I don't mind that, only because of my kids. Oh wow. Pool area looks a hot mess. Fake alligators in the pool. I don't like that at all. This is just an empty area. This is definitely not going to be at the top of my list. pool area definitely looks bigger on their website. Very dirty. I believe they have 2 pool areas. I know one thing I don't like is that they have 3 floors, and a lot of their 3-bedrooms are on the 3rd floor. So I don't like that. This is nasty. I might not even waste my time touring these ones. If I'm gonna be very honest and blunt about it, it's a no. And these are called Amara Spring Valley. On to the next one. So this was the second apartments. These were called Bay Breeze Apartments. They were okay. They didn't have any 3-bedrooms available, but I still toured the 2-bedrooms. They were very nice and decent looking. It's just that they didn't have any 3-bedrooms available. And being that I have a daughter and a son, 2 sons, I definitely need the 3-bedroom. But everything else was very nice, very clean, and they were very helpful and welcoming. They also had a move-in special for those wondering, and this was in the Henderson area. Now, this was the third apartment called the Cabana Club. These apartments were a hot mess. They really should have been ashamed to show them off. It was very old and outdated. Going into the rooms, they were kind of small, all hardwood floor. I did like the little seat by the window, but other than that, this was nothing special, just a typical apartment. Personally, looking at it, it definitely felt like it needed some work or updates, I should say. Just, she really was like kind of in my way when I was trying to record, but just looking at the apartment, it's very simple. The tub, I did love the tub in the master bathroom. I have a thing for big bathtubs. I love taking baths. But like the paint was like chipping on the sunlight window things. It's not somewhere I would personally like to be. I don't like how old and outdated like the cabinets are. They don't even have handles on the kitchen cabinets. It did have a washer and dryer in the unit, but definitely seemed like they just tried to repaint some stuff. The locks were kind of definitely locking, I should say. I do like fireplaces, so that was nice, a very nice touch, but yeah, that's all.